Jet set and ready to go.
Dino dance.
Hello, friends. Welcome in. How are you today? Hope you're having a fantastic, fantastic day. Let me just double check everything is working and then we will begin. But in the meantime, how are you? Let me lower the music. Okay. Boop, boop, boop. Okay. Yeah. I think we're good. Let's go ahead and wait. Like something in my eye. Get out of there. Okay, I think we're good. Let's move over now. Welcome in, everybody. How are you today? Emmers! Welcome in, Emmers. How are you? Thank you so much for the 58 months. Incredible. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. Yemit, hello. Welcome in. Sassy. Welcome in. Bear, hello. Big ship time, yeah. New stuff. New sheeps. Very, very excited. Very excited to see them. You know I'm gonna call it the Rocinante. Let's see. You're in the last level of DK. How have you enjoyed it? How'd you enjoy it? Shady, welcome in. How are you? Can't wait for them to clip into every wall where I land. Yeah, it's interesting. I wonder how they fit in the like landing pads, or if they do, maybe they don't even. Shady, I hope you're doing well. Yeah, I'm excited. I want to see all the parts. Love it. Very fun Nintendo game. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I'll finish it eventually. I don't think I'll finish it on stream, but I'm glad you're enjoying it. This No Man's Sky update, I guess it does make sense. It comes out on Wednesdays typically. Well, having toast and coffee. Ooh, and I hope you're enjoying it. Just what's on your toast? I'm doing okay. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I guess it does normally come out on Wednesdays because tomorrow there's actually going to be No Man's Sky drops, so we will continue playing No Man's Sky. This game was definitely a celebration to all things DK. It's good. Yeah, it seems that way. I really enjoyed it, of what I played. Started playing Discount yesterday. Are you past where you were in the demo? Just like Odyssey to Mario. I agree. Oh, peanut paste. That's fair. I think I remember you've said that before. But that's what you usually have in your toast. Yeah, it is a very Odyssey Mario. It's made by the Odyssey team, isn't it? Did I make that up? I feel like I remember hearing that. Start chapter 2. Okay, nice. I think you're ahead of me. Because I don't think I've started chapter 2. Right? Yeah, I don't think I've started chapter 2. Or maybe I just started chapter 2 when we ended. I don't remember. That's good. I'm glad that you're enjoying it. I've been doing more work and throwing up some expanse while I work. It's been great. Season 2 is wild. So for sure I'm in the space mood. And very curious to see all the parts we can build for the new Corvettes. 4.5 hours. Yeah, it's actually quite the first chapter. Well, getting even to the first chapter, right? Because you don't start at chapter 1. I don't think. No idea how many chapters there are, but at this rate, it's going to be a long game. Yeah, it does seem that way. I wonder if it has a how long to beat. $18 hours is what they say. So we find, well, we can build all of the parts from scratch. So I have thought about making a Rocinante, even though their ship isn't like the most like interesting. Like, hold on, Rocinante. Surely there's like a. I mean, it does have some. It does have some like. Yeah. So yeah. So there's like a new part of the space station where you can like you can select every part of the ship. You can then like attach like extra decorative bits. You can even choose the interior. There's like different interiors. And then there are some parts that you can add that I guess add like some kind of functionality to the ship. I'm very curious. Can make a surface. Well, these are bigger, so there you can actually walk inside of the ship itself. So I think I'm gonna make it like maybe something more like this is what the ship in the Expanse looks like. You see, theirs is just kind of more of like a simple tube with then just like little things on the side. So maybe not the most interesting, but I wouldn't mind like using that as inspiration. You know, yeah, it does seem possible. And I guess like it looks like there's some seasons there's like a little bit of a variation to the ship. But like it's fairly the same. But so I don't know. We'll see. We'll see kind of what parts. It also, I don't actually know if we'll be able to do this because it doesn't really look like it has wings, you know? And I think you do have to attach wings to it. Or maybe not. I don't know. That's going to be 3 because it's, yeah, I guess that's fair. Are you watching Foundation? I don't think I've ever even heard of that. No. Yeah, I don't. Well, I was gonna say I don't have Apple TV, but I don't have any streaming service besides Prime. So but no, I'm not watching Foundation. Do you recommend it? The first season didn't have cylindrical pipes on this. Yeah, I think I think they sort of add like little bits. Oh, so this one's like a fan made one. It's like a fan model, I think. Maybe not. I don't actually know. I just kind of grabbed this from Google. Lee Pace based on Asimov's novels. Interesting. So is it good? You like it? Hold on. Rocinante. Expanse. Let me see if I can find a more official image. Also, Bear, I'm very curious what you'll think when it gets to season 2. Yeah, so this one has less little extra stuffs. But I wonder, maybe we'll have to see. I'm going to use that as reference. It got really great in the last couple seasons and scratched that gritty big sci-fi saga itch. Ooh, interesting. Maybe I'll have to check it out. I do love sci-fi. Soon, Jet, very soon. I'm very curious because it's like oh gosh, there's so much that I'm now on episode like 10 or 11 of season 2, and so there's enough that's happened that I'm like, oh yeah, I totally forgot about this. So yeah, very curious to hear your thoughts. I am happy to be rewatching it though, because I feel like it's refreshed things. So now when you get to different bits, I'll be like, ah yes, I remember. You know, I've only seen Spaceballs once, and it was like such a long time ago. I barely remember it. I know the comb bit and they've gone plaid. That's really it. And Pizza the Hut. I think those are the 3 things that I remember. Eagle 5. Oh, right. Yeah, I don't think that's an option. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's not going to be an option, but what can we do? Well, we can see. We can see what they have. Apparently you can, so you can go to a space station and they will have some basic parts that you can buy. There's also a trader, somebody who will trade parts, and then you can go to planets that have like buried salvage, and you can like dig them out of the ground, and you can find some, and then you can then trade those or whatever. So we'll see what they have. We'll see if we can get away with trading things, or if I need to go on a search. But there's also going to be an expedition starting soonish. That it's a shipbuilding expedition. What's the currency for purchasing units? Apparently each part is about 1.5 million units or something like that. Bruce, welcome in. How are you? Which I know I can afford. I currently have billions. I like the button in your headband. Thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, thank God. Yeah, it's units. And so I think, what I'm curious about is, could I go buy those parts and then trade? Like, can I skip out on having to search for them? But the ships allow you to spacewalk. You can now also free dive off of your ship to get to a planet. The ships have a refiner. You can also make food. You can also, your friends can hop on your ship with you, which is dope. What is also cool is you can set a like waypoint and travel to that waypoint, and your ship will auto travel there for you. So then while your ship is traveling, you can be in the inside of your ship, which is really cool. I'm trying to, they added a new cosmetic item. Like, there's a new cosmetic suit that's applicable, I think, for all races. Except I think the anomaly race gets a helmet too. What else? Forget what else. Considering jumping from a high cliff makes my brain go floopy, I can't imagine jumping from outside space. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I don't think you'd like that. It is kind of, they added a new animation, which is nice. Like when you jump off of the ship, it's sort of like a skydiver. You go into like kind of like a skydiving pose. There's no chutes. They do say it is advisable to use your jetpack before hitting the ground, which I was like, fair. That's good. I think there's new music also that's been added to the game. What else? Let me actually go through the patch notes. Yeah, so the new class of ship is called a Corvette. You can assemble it piece by piece, paint them piece by piece. There's special habitations, meaning like you can customize the inside of the ships in different ways. There's one that's like piratey, one that's like high class, one that's like I'm forgetting what they are. It's okay, so I'll keep going. There's a Corvette Expedition. There's one that's more military interior. Console, you can rebind all the controls now. On the Corvette, you can have your friends. So you can have 4 of you on a ship, which is cool. I think I want to put the Ambassador class furnishings, which is the 70s future sci-fi aesthetic. I feel like that reminds me the most of the Rocinante, even though it's not like quite true. It's like, because the Rocinante interior is really nice and the rest look kind of grungy. So I don't know. I think I might go with that. But they changed translucent and glass windows. They apparently, everything looks a lot sharper and nicer when you're looking through windows, and I guess reflections off of them look nicer. I'm actually curious about this, this is something that I have noticed while playing often, is that like when you're looking out a window, it's like dirty. It's like the window is like has like scuff marks and everything. It actually makes looking out of a window not great. I wonder if that's like changed if it like looks nice. Yeah, there's another interior stuff. They've changed some NVIDIA graphics card stuff. Yeah, you can have a refiner on your ship. There are a couple of cool new like cockpits. One that has large windows that's like more angular, and then there's one where it's like it's sort of like a bubble where like you can just see everything. I bet it looks very cool in first person or VR. You can have a cooking station on your ship. New plasma trail. Is that... yeah, that's if you do the expedition. Oh, this is neat. So on the Anomaly, they have those multiplayer missions. You can now access those from your Corvette, which is really cool. So like you can pile your friends into your ship, access the mission log, and it will find a mission in your system. And so then you can like set the waypoint and then do that, which I think is really cool. I hope they have not added this, and I hope this is like next step. I really hope they add weapons that can be controlled by people on your ship. I hope that at some point they add like multi-person single ship combat. That would be amazing. I'm guessing if the other 2 ships are no-goes, then making the Serenity, maybe, yeah, this, I don't know. I mean, Serenity does have wings, which works out, so that might work better, but who knows? We'll see. We'll have to see what all the parts are and what is like required and all that. But Makeda, welcome in. How are you? But as a side note, I will say, so they did a deep dive video on this update, and they mentioned Light No Fire, and they said that this is sort of in response to there's going to be oceans that you have to traverse in Light No Fire in ships, and the ships are intended to be with multiple people. Or you can have multiple people with you. And I wonder, like, if you have ships, I mean, that does kind of remind me of, like, Sea of Thieves, and that has, like, naval combat, or, you know, or, like, yeah. I guess that's still naval combat, but, like, on-water combat. So I wonder if, like, their plan is to add, you know... Because if you can have a pirate ship and light no fire, let's say, hypothetically, but you can't have cannons or something, that'd be weird. But I don't know what you're fighting. But anyway, I hope a next step for this is that they add, like, weapons on the ship that then, like, your friends can control. I think that'd be good. I'm good. How are you? I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. What have you been up to? I'm just talking about the new No Man's Sky update that we'll be playing today. But anyway, the new multi-crew mission radar that you can have on the ship is neat. There's the new Skyborne exosuit, which is you don't have to do the expedition for. It's just unlocked. If you do the expedition, there's a new companion called the Mecha Mouse that looks very adorable. It's a brand new model that looks cool. It kind of looks like, I wouldn't say it looks like a mouse. Like, maybe it's more beaver-esque, because it has 4 legs. It has a wide tail, though the tail is like bulbous. And then it has like a singular eye head. But it's robotic. It looks very cool. Ooh, the 3-stream streak. Early bedtime. Well, I hope you have a wonderful night. I hope things are going well. Hope you're relaxing. They've changed player lighting. Oh, you can have a greenery room in your Corvette. Excavate modules buried on planets. Are these just... I think those are also parts. Okay. Okay. If you do the expansion, or the expedition, not expansion. If you do the expedition, there is an expansion that you can get for the Corvette called the Deadeye Cannon, which adds rifles to the top of your Corvette. It says it is engineered for deep space combat. I assume then, are they functional? Decorate your hull. There's a new jetpack trail if you do the expedition. There's a new backpack. That's unlockable now. And then, yeah, Twitch drop starting tomorrow. Autopilot. Skydive. And that's it. So it's mostly the big ship. But I'm here for it. Oh, no, not early bedtime. Oh, I see. I see. Early bedtime, early schment time. I thought you were saying you were having to go, but I understand now. But how have you been? Anyway, I'm excited. I'm excited for some space shenanigans, and I hope you guys are too. It should be pretty chill. I can't remember what we were doing the last time we played. Oh, we were doing the We were building some, but we were also doing the settlements because they updated the settlements. But we only did that once because there wasn't any Twitch drops, and settlement stuff isn't really like stream worthy because everything still takes hours to do. So like you can start a building, but it's gonna take like 2 hours for it to finish. So it's not very like watchable, you know. But anyway, we can get into some No Man's Sky stuff in a little bit. What have you guys been up to in the interim? What has there been any gaming news? Any stuffs? Your TV broke? No, you didn't. What happened to your TV? By the way, I thought it was funny. I think it was Sunday I streamed and you guys were talking about that some places were starting to like stop shipping to the US, and then the next day it was like big announcement, like 20 different countries have stopped shipping to the US. I know Australia specifically, it's the only things that are going through currently are if it's like a gift under $100. Otherwise, it's not being shipped out. So you can't buy a product from Australia and get it shipped to the US right now. A week ago was fine. Monday night went to watch on Tuesday, and it was stuck in a boot loop. No, best guess is I tried to do a software update that failed and corrupted, but I get a Sony logo. Oh no, it was only 4 years old. Is there any way you can like, is there any kind of reset if you have like a USB and like the USB drive? Is there any way to like boot it from scratch? Gears on PlayStation, is that out yet? I have never played a Gears game, but I've always wanted to. Got my hair did today. It was a teeny bit short and red again. I love it. Oh, that's so exciting, Sassy. That's awesome. I'm glad that you love it. I've thought about whether I should get an actual haircut before I go to Australia instead of doing it myself. The only gaming news I got excited about, oh right, Silksong, that's right, but it releases the day before I can't play games for 3 weeks, so that's that. No! At least you get a day to play. Tried that all and no. Oh no. Cut how just like trimmed, like not like cut, more like just cut even, because I know I don't cut my hair even. But I am afraid that somebody would mess it up, is kind of my thing. Is also kind of like, I'm afraid they would cut it too short or something. So I made a claim to the retailer, and then I'd be stuck with like pictures of my Australia like trip with like weird hair. So I don't know. So part of me is like, maybe I don't. So I made a claim through the retailer, and Sony was pushing back, but the law here mandates sets must be 7 to 8 years. Oh, so after some firm resistance, they can see it. That's so good. You guys have a lot better like consumer protection over there. So that's cool. And it was cheaper than I thought it would be. 110 with tip. I was expecting closer to 200. Yeesh. Yeah, haircuts are expensive.
My first Twitch baby here.
Madrigal! Thank you so much for the 9 months. I appreciate it. That is wild. A Twitch baby. Incredible, Madrigal. Thank you so much. 9 months. Yay, Consumer Guarantees Act. Yeah, that's so nice. That is so nice. But thank you again for the 9 months, Madrigal. And I'm sassy. I'm glad that it was cheaper. Because, yeah, haircuts are expensive. How are you? I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. How are you? It's all the color. That was like $60. Yeesh. Yeah, color would be expensive, I bet. That's actually kind of surprising. I need to walk Goose, but might see you later. All right, Shady, have a good one. Hope you have a good walkies. But it looks so good. I'm glad. I'm glad. Yeah, I don't think and now that I have said that all out loud, I don't think I'm gonna get a haircut. If anything, maybe I'll get a haircut when I'm there, but just to give myself a mullet, an Australian mullet. That'd be the thing. Honestly, true. And I guess I wouldn't have to pay a tip. So tired, but all right. We're one day closer to the weekend. It's true. For some reason, I feel like today I thought it was Friday. I don't know why, but so my days are all out of whack, but whatevs. It feels like it should be. It does feel like it should be. I don't know why it does, but it does feel like it should be later off in the week. Just a few days off, yeah. Just I was like, is it Friday? It's not Friday. Labor Day on Monday for the US. But yeah, Magical, I don't think I told you this, but I do believe I convinced YV to do the shark thing. Not the diving one, not the one we're in the giant pool, but we will do the one where we're like sitting in like a big pool where a shark comes up to us and we can like pat it. I think that is. When is your trip? Nothing to announce thus far, but hopefully sooner than later. But I know it's soon, but time has no meaning at that moment. That sounds amazing. Yeah. So at least I brought it up to him. I was like, one, he's actually he's been. So we're going down to a town called Newcastle, and we're driving down there, and he's been there a few times. And I asked if he'd ever been to the shark. It's like Shark and something Ray. Is it Sharks and Rays experiences or something like that? And I asked if he'd ever been there, and he said no. And so, and I was like, "Would you do that if I paid for you?" And he said, "Yeah." So, I mean, if I'm going to be in water with a shark, I 100% will get a photo. What's funny is I don't think they take a photo for you. I think they said, like, if you have a waterproof camera, they can take a photo with it, but they don't like provide one, which I think is wild. I think they should provide a photo. But I think I need to get some waterproof housing for maybe my phone and my camera. But that's all dependent how far we get into our stretch goals and stuff, because that's all expensive stuff. But yeah, Makeda, so I don't know yet, but hopefully soon. But yeah, who knows? There's still time for all of my friendships with the Aussies to fail, so who knows? I'm a public school teacher. I need to live vicariously through the awesome experiences of others. Oh man, I appreciate that. It's okay. I assumed it was common knowledge that I had missed because I keep missing streams. Oh, no. I'm when I have the dates, it'll be publicly everywhere. I will let everybody know. There'll be a countdown. I hope it's soon. You'll have so much fun. I hope so. I hope so. I think there is. I think deep down, I think I know I will have fun. I think there's also a part of me that has a lot of anxiety about it. So I think there's it flip-flops a bit. I think there's some days where I am more like, I'm very excited, this is going to be excellent, and then there's some days where I'm like, is this going to go terribly? So there's sort of a it's a bit of a roller coaster in my feelings, but I am mostly like, I'm sure it'll be fun. Let me phrase that, and I hope it's soon. You'll have so much fun, and you don't need to worry about all the things that may, but realistically won't happen. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, I don't know. There's it's everything from like travel stuff, like I've talked about my anxieties with border security and doing something, accidentally bringing something into the country, getting there and realizing I accidentally brought my luggage filled with knives or something, just I forgot all of my clothes. It's just my knives luggage. We've gone through this. No plums, you'll be fine. Right. Yeah, so the Asian plums, that could be a whole ordeal. Or there's something wrong with my visa. And then there's a part of me that's like, what if I get there and do you have a luggage full of knives? No, but you see, that would be the thing, wouldn't it? That would be the thing. I don't have that, but for some reason, the night before, I find out that I'm a sleepwalker, and I unpack my bags and I pack it just full of knives, and somehow on the way to the airport I don't realize that my luggage is just jingling. Is just crashing metal inside. I somehow don't hear that. And I get to Australia and they're like, "Sir, it's just knives." It's all knives. And I'm just like, I don't know. The Alex Horn Forks and Marbles? But I don't get that reference. Don't you hate sleep repacking luggage with knives attacks? They just ruin your whole trip. Taskmaster Hotel? Taskmaster? What is that? I don't think Is a suitcase full of forks and marbles? What is the Taskmaster Hotel? Season 16. Was that the one? There was one that I didn't watch, really. That might have been that one. I didn't watch that one. I started to. I started to, and then I kind of fell off. I fell off of that one. I strongly recommend you stop watching Border Security. Alex, welcome in. And remember that you're a tourist. Ari, the visa, they only care about people trying to stay. Yeah, but who knows? I feel like I probably will. I'll check that out, Shady. I don't know. I feel like the thing is that they could, like, what's funny is, like, I don't know. I feel like they're going to be like, we watched all of your streams and we saw that you have in the past talked about staying in Australia. And they're going to be like, are you staying here? And then they're going to find out I can do all of my work remotely. And they're going to be like, okay. So, but yeah, so I don't know. So there's that. There's also, I feel there is a part of me that's like, so like there's all of the travel stuff. Cause one, I have not left Alaska in 13, 14 years. And I'm also not a big flights person. So there's all of that. It's been a long time since I've been to an airport. So part of me is like, I have to remember what I'm supposed to do. I don't think I fully remember what I'm supposed to do. I have foreign friends here constantly renewing visas for courses and stuff they don't care about. There's ways to stay longer. Yeah, I guess so. But I don't have an official visa. I have a TV, no, not a TVA. That's Loki. I have a I have an ETA. An electronic travel authority. That's what I have. Because I'm staying less than 3 months, I don't have to apply for a visa because I'm from the US. I can just get an ETA. I feel like knowing you, it'll be fine. We'll see. You forget bad things happen to me. That's okay. They're not expecting you to fly the plane or anything. Let's hope not. You just sit there and eat pretzels and have a nap, and then you wake up in Australia. Who knows? Who knows? I think there's also, I have plenty of anxiety even once I get to Australia. I do have quite a bit of anxiety of what I feel like there is a very real possibility that I get to Australia and very shortly after the Aussies realize that they don't really like me. I think there's part of me that's like, maybe what if I get there and then they realize that they don't really want me there anymore, and then it ends up being a terrible trip. So we'll see. I think I am that won't happen. I don't know. I think it could. They'll even give you the pretzels. I hope. I love pretzels. I prefer the pretzels on a plane. So who knows? There's there's a lot that can go wrong. That would be the worst. Because even if, let's say, the flights are canceled and or let's say let's say the plane crashes, at least I died not knowing that that the Aussies didn't like me. Like I die believing that they were my friends. Wouldn't that be the best? Versus the alternative where I get there and then I realize that they actually don't like me, or they come to understand that they don't like me. I think that is the biggest. That's the biggest concern I have. Tap, welcome in. You've come in at a time. Are we overthinking again? No, that doesn't sound like me. They already like you. They hang out with you all the time. You are the same person to them, just in physical form. You see, I think it's different. I find that it's different. I think I think they know me with a barrier in between, you know? Like there is a there is a despite you know, playing games occasionally off stream, there's still like a distance, right? And like they don't really have to deal with me, if that makes sense. Like they don't, if they get tired of me, the Discord call ends, you know? Like it's just the Discord call is over. And then they don't have to like interact with me or see it, or like, you know, if I interact in chat or something, it's different. It's like a different sort of like thing. So like I don't know. I feel like Hannah, welcome in. Who's gonna get tired of you? Everybody. At least I died believing they liked me is probably one of the funniest things to walk into. Is that too grim? Is that too macabre? Makes all the sense. I personally always invite people I can't stand across the world to come hanging out with me. Well, they didn't really invite me. I'm inviting myself, really. I feel like I am the one who's I'm intruding. I'm literally colonizing their lives with my friendship. I have a feeling in-person Jet is more expressive. I actually don't know if that's true. I actually think I may be less expressive for the most part. It depends. I think one-on-one I'm probably the same. But I am quieter in groups generally. Until like I have established that I'm like safe with people, then I'm okay. But it's generally I'm pretty like I don't know. I usually have to have a buddy to like be with. Oh, Blue, welcome in. How are you? How have you been? It could get both ways, though. Wow, this guy traveled the whole Pacific just to be let down by me, our people, and our country. I don't think that's gonna happen. I think but you see, I don't know if that would happen because I feel like you guys seem so laid back. You know? Like you guys seem so like you and I have similar sense of humor. You tell me, bud. That's funny. I feel like it was maybe a bit too macabre, but honestly, I think it's probably one of the best things I've said. Alex, I feel like the Aussie seems so laid back that I feel like you guys wouldn't be concerned. That's showbiz, baby. But I feel like I'm so not laid back that it's not that I'm laid back. I worry about things and I get anxious about things. So does that mean maybe I'm not laid back? I feel like I would bring out the worst in the Aussies. It's not different unless you've been pretending to be someone else this whole time. You're just getting the huggable version. You've mentioned having deep conversations. That's true. I have. I just feel like there's sort of I feel like it's different. Laid back Pro Max TM. Exactly. I'm laid back plus. Yes. Laid back just with anxiety. But Blue, how have you been? Who invited this guy? He invited himself. I mean, I basically have invited myself. Yeah, I don't, yeah. It's even, I feel like it's even weirder because, so like I actually started, I started planning the trip when I was modding for Iron Pucks. And then he moved out of Australia. But we were still in the he moved. It was earlier this year. After meeting YV. So I was like, oh, it's great. Like, so then I can just kind of meet all these people. Then Pucks moved. And so I was like, okay, well then I'll just hang out with YV. So anyway, but it does feel a little weird that it was like, oh, well, you know, the plan was something else, but now it's it's this. So I don't know if that feels weird, but I don't know. I just feel like it's different in that the plan is the first week that I will be there, YV and I are gonna go on a road trip, and we're gonna have like 6 or 7 days uninterrupted, and that part of me is like, it you know, by the end of that, or maybe before that, maybe even like halfway through, he could be like, I cannot wait for this to be over. So like, I feel like there's like a different, like, I don't know. I feel like because I might be more tolerable at a distance, you know, like I might be more tolerable through the internet because there's like there is we might play games for like 2 hours or something, and then, you know, he has to go or something. So like, you know, being around me in like couple of hour bites via the internet, where then you can just like, you know, go away if you are tired of me. That's different, you know. That's sort of like, that's also like you guys. You can leave whenever you want. You guys could just be like, I'm done with this, and you can go whenever you want. I won't even know. So like, oh wait, I can't. I know. So I feel like it's just a little different. Like it's gonna be different when I'm standing there, and then all of my like in-person quirks come out, and then are like, you know, like, yeah, because it's different, like, because you guys see me like this, but then when I'm like in person, there's like, you have to think about like, are there weird like gestures that I do, facial expressions? Do I have weird quirks? Maybe I smell bad. Like maybe there's like, there's just like so many things that could like be very annoying. And so I'm just sort of like, I don't know. Like I will probably be crying a lot, I imagine, out of just like joy mostly, but like perhaps that will get annoying. Or like, I don't know, maybe there's just so many things that could go wrong. So I don't know. Part of me is like, getting there, despite how much I don't like flying, there's some anxiety there, but the major anxiety will be when I am there and being like, okay, will they, you know, will they like me, or will they realize, oh wait, Jet's so different in person, I don't like him. They know that about you already though, and they love you for it. Just like Piglet, the whole group knows Piglet has anxiety. But I mean, I don't know. Is that true? I don't know. I don't know if that's When do they know Piglet has anxiety? I feel like Piglet is sort of as anxious on his own. Maybe I'm wrong though. Opons, welcome in. By the way, Opons. Side note, PicoCAD 2. Have you wishlisted it? Have you ever met someone like this where the primary form of contact getting to know each other was online? No. No. Not really. Like, this doesn't count, I don't think. Before I went to college, on old school Facebook, they had like, when Facebook was just for college students, there were some like school ambassadors that like I talked to beforehand and then met them at school. That I don't think that should count because it wasn't like friendly. We weren't friendly beforehand. So no, I this will be the first time. I've never met anyone from Twitch. I've never been friends with someone online and then met them. So it'll be very different. And maybe this will be the last time. Who knows? And yet we don't, which should kind of tell you something. But again, you see, you guys see a version of me, you know, like a streamer version of me. And then again, there's like a little bit of separation because like, if I feel like I'm being annoying, I can end stream. And if you guys feel like I'm being annoying, you can leave. But there's also like, it's like fine here, right? But like, I feel like meeting someone in person is different, especially after this, because then it's like, I think also, especially if you like feel somewhat closer to somebody, because then it's like, is it all a lie? Or have I deceived them into thinking that I was better than than I am, and will they be disappointed? So I don't know. I feel like there is definitely a part of me that's like, they're gonna be disappointed when they meet me. I'm short. I don't have stream to hide behind. I don't have like games to like hide behind. It'll just be me and staring at them, making eye contact with them, and probably too much eye contact with them. And I don't know. It'll be different. I think they'll have to. I don't know. Wait, I joined the Discord, but he didn't change the thing I hated about once. I won't be using it. What did you like? What did you not like? I saw in PicoCAD 2 they added the like, you can move pieces on it and you can see it like live update. I think that sounds so cool. I haven't bought PicoCAD 1, so I might buy 2. I went to TwitchCon a couple of years in a row, and I totally understand the anxiety of all. I mean, sans throwing on the travel anxiety of it, but it goes a lot smoother than you'd think. I mean, the thing that connected y'all both is already built in, but nerves are nerves. I get it. I don't know. I just, I get that. I think, I don't know. I think it's just different. It's just, I think it's, there's a whole bunch of like other anxieties from like the past that compile onto things. So it's definitely like, it's just anxiety on top of anxiety. If being short is on the top of the list, I think it's not that it's on the top of the list. It's more of like, that's definitely going to be one of the first things they notice is like, oh, he's short. I know he said he's short, but now saying it, I'm like, yeah, he is short. Here's a crazy idea of something that might happen. Maybe you'll meet your friends and it'll be amazing, wholesome experience to be able to connect in person with them. Maybe that's possible, but is that part of me is like, is that the most likely situation? I don't know. What if after that first week of our road trip, you know, YV, we get back to Brisbane. He takes a day or two to kind of like unwind, chillax. And then he changes his name, moves to the other side of Australia, and becomes a potato farmer. Weirder things have happened. Reverse catfishing, you told them all of this and they didn't believe you. Well, I think it's well, not that they didn't believe me, it's the Aussies seem to be so optimistic. I feel like it could be I think they'll realize, oh, he wasn't joking about this. Things really can be worse. I don't think they used the word anxiety, but it is canon that Piglet has anxiety, but they acknowledge his fears and provide comfort for him, especially Pooh. He's always there for Piglet. That's true. That's true, but I don't know. I feel like I can't really expect that of people. I don't know if they can handle that. I didn't like the UVs, and he's keeping it the same. It's what makes but two not worth it if you don't fix worst thing of one. Fair. If the UVs were more like 3D programs, I'd be all over it. So what keeps me from not wanting to play in that program? Interesting. I don't know much about all that stuff, obviously. So I'm curious how I would interact with it, I guess. I might try it out if it's ever on sale. But if you want to consider all the maybes and you really, really are, maybe you should try to consider the good maybes too. That's fair. That's probably good. That's a good positive, Makeda. I bet he'll mess with you though, knowing how anxious you are. He might. Daz, welcome in. Looking after those Asian plums. The Asian plums are now the least of my worries. I think he will. A little bit. I will say, I think YV, to YV's credit, I do think he does not typically joke with me in a way that is like, he doesn't make too many jokes that are, what's the word? Like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, GG, welcome in. Like, he doesn't, like, joke about hating me, I guess, if that makes sense. Like, he doesn't, yeah. He doesn't take, like, pot shots, or, like, he doesn't really make, because I think he knows that I wouldn't like that, or that I would probably be like, well, well, this is it. Jet stressing again? That doesn't sound like me. Please tell Jet you're looking forward to his visit, and he's a lovely and amazing, pretty, please. We are looking forward to his visit, and he is lovely and amazing and pretty. No, that's not what. That's. I think he misunderstood the last bit of her statement. Nailed it. No, I'm just talking about how there is the chance that I get to Australia, and you guys all realize that you don't like me. It happens. So which again, as I will say before, or as I said before, if, let's say, I on my flight to Australia, I get losted and my plane crashes. At least I died believing that you guys were my friends before the alternative is proven. So I think that if I at least know that, and if for context, if I die on the way to Australia, whether via just the plane crashes, pretzel choking, what are other ways? I go to the bathroom, I get sucked into the toilet, I get dropped however far down. At least you guys can know that, and you can clip all of this and then just replay it at my Discord funeral that you guys have for me. That I died with the belief that that they were my friends, and that it's for, maybe that's for the better. Why is your plane crashing? I mean, why wouldn't it, really, I guess? Input Alanis Morissette, ironic. It has never been harder not to swear in this stream than after this comment. Apparently, the plane is crashing. The plane crashing is the best outcome in Jet Set. It's not the best outcome. It's just the best worst outcome. You want a Discord funeral, you got to organize it yourself, mate. So no dying. I will schedule it in advance, and then I'll cancel it if I don't die. How's that sound? I'll just set it to clever. Yeah, I'll set it in the Discord, and then I'll cancel it if not. I'll have one for Jet leaves on his trip, and then also the funeral. And then yeah, we can just be prepared for multiple scenarios. But anyway, I feel like that is, there's plenty of anxieties to be had. Plenty of anxieties all the way around. Whether it's the travel, whether I just don't even get into the country, I get there and then they realize, oh, he's annoying, and then they don't want to hang out with me. I'm sure you thought of all of them. I do think about alternatives, different possibilities. No dates yet, Daz, but hopefully soon. Have you tried having all of the chocolate? I don't think there's enough chocolate. Makeda. Daz, we've got stretch goals and stuff. We got to iron out dates and things. But like I said, there's still time even before I leave. There's still time before I leave for you guys to realize you don't even want me going. So, there's still time for all of the friendships to fail. So there's, who knows? Who knows? I was saying earlier, it flip-flops day to day, hour to hour sometimes, where I'm like, I am so excited. Objection! Where I'm like, I am so excited about the trip, and then also times where I'll be like, I am so incredibly anxious and so scared of the outcome and the reality of standing there in front of them. It's weird. it's strange. You know? It's a very like weird, surreal experience. The best way to stop dreading a thing is to do it. Just saying, is it? Was that Sam Riegel? Sam Riegel? Question mark? What do you mean? The objection is from Ace Attorney. It's taken straight from the game. Oh wait, is he Ace Attorney? He is Phoenix Wright, isn't he? He is. Just book it, then you may stress. No more stressing until tickets booked. That's pretty much how therapy for anxiety works. Yeah, but I'm built different, Makeda. I'm a little bit, I'm built different, i.e. broken. I saw a thing that says if you can overthink the bad things, that you can overthink the good things. Did you see that in some, like, I don't know, some Instagram post, probably with some TikTok. Okay, about that seems like something someone would say. That I would just be like, okay. I am a special type of anxiety. I read about it equals I watched a TikTok. Yeah, that's fair. I tried to show Jet some potential positive outcomes, and the speed at which they were brushed off was genuinely very impressive. I feel like by the way, that's so weird that it put, oh no, I guess it's right aligned, so never mind. That is normal. I just noticed the one emote on that line. I was like, oh, that's weird. I thought it would be over on the left side, but it's not. It's right adjusted. Anyway, no, I think there have been times where I've been like anxious about something and have like been forced to do it or like been pushed to do it. And typically the outcome is not happy things. I am typically still anxious, but now just bitter at being forced to or pushed to do something. There was I don't like heights, for example. Not a big heights person, and anxious and bitter, a terrible combo. But there was in high school, I was nominated to go to some leadership retreat thing because I was not on our so this is my senior year, going into my senior year. I did not run for like student government, and so therefore I was not in student government, but there was somebody who could not go, and so they had a spot and they invited me to go. I went, and there was like a climbing wall. There was earlier on in the week, we did so many heights things that I hated it. We had to do a trust fall. We had to climb up a tree and then jump from the tree to jump into this little like trapeze bar. We were like strapped into a thing. It wasn't like just jumping out of a tree without anything. But I hated it. I was up there in the tree for literally like 30-40 minutes. But at the end of the week, there is this big climbing wall, and they were like, everyone's gonna do it. And I was like, no, thank you. And they were like, no, you have to. And I was like, no, I do not want to. Long story short, they forced me up there, and would not let me go back down. I cried on the wall. It was an awful experience. And after I finally came back down, they were like, weren't you happy? Aren't you proud of yourself for doing that? Aren't you happy? And I was like, no, not at all. And I'm still not. It's not like one of those things where people are like, people are like, oh, I hated it at the time, but now I look back and I'm proud of myself for what I achieved. I'm not. I hated it. I wish I had not done it. There is no part of me that is like, that looks back on that with fondness. And so so when I'm anxious about something, it's more of like, I know my limits. I'm not really wanting to there are some things I know are not my jam, and they're not my thing, and I don't want to do it. So I don't know. So there is a bit of me that's like, part of me is like, I will probably be anxious the entire trip through. I don't know if there is a part where I will be completely, fully comfortable. Because I think there will always be a part of me that's going to be like, at the end of the trip, they're going to tell me they don't like me and that they're glad that I'm leaving or something. So I don't know. I think I will always just be a little bit on edge. Heights aren't a joke though. Neither being terrified of spiders, etc. Yeah, but I don't know. So no longer friends. Well, I should say, it was not my friends who were like, you should go do this. It was the people who were in charge of like the leadership camp stuff. They were the ones who were like, you're going to do this. But my friends weren't the ones who were like, making me, do stuff. But completely fabricated Asian plum fears, mate. We're gonna rip on you. I feel like if I were to rank my fears, it's here is plums. Accidentally packing plums. Okay. Here is the night before I sleepwalk, unpack, repack my luggage with knives accidentally and somehow don't realize it until I get to Australia. Here is plums, and then here is I get to Australia, and shortly thereafter they all realize that they don't like me and that we've either never been friends or they don't want to be friends with me anymore, and then I am alone on my trip, and everything is terrible. Also in order of likelihood, where it was that list. What's amazing about the Asian plum fear is that it's rooted in a fabricated obsession with eating Asian plums. Jed has never eaten an Asian plum once in his life. That is true. But you never know. Maybe I will have it and we'll fall in love. And I'll be like, why have I not been eating Asian plums? I must have one every day, uninterrupted. Your Aussie friends like and respect you enough to respect your boundaries? I mean, I don't think they're gonna like force me to climb anything, but I feel like it's more. I am more. I don't think. For example, I don't think YV would. as an example. I feel like none of the Aussies I'm meeting, I feel like, are the types to be like, let's go do something really extreme. So I feel like, if anything, I'm going to want to do something, and most of them are going to be like, no, that sounds boring, or I don't want to do that. Or you can go do that on your own. Sharks, that seems the most extreme, but when I even mentioned the first idea to YV as a joke, he said, sure. And he was like, I'm not afraid of sharks. So I was like, okay. But I think there's more likelihood that I'll be like, that this sounds fun to me. Would you guys want to do that? And I'll get a no, which is fine. But I think I am more anxious that it's like, they're gonna just be like, because again, it's different. They've talked to me. We've played games, but it's like different still. Like, it's different when I'm going to be sitting there in front of them, staring them in the eyes, like, I'm here to hang out. And they can't get rid of me as easily. There's a book I read a few years back called Goodbye Again, Essays and Reflections by Johnny Sun. It's a beautiful work examining anxiety and other feelings in that space. They put it in a way that helped me with my anxiety. Not a cure-all, obviously, but the phrasing helps me take some control of it. Anxiety is the tax I sometimes have to pay to experience life. That's fair. Anytime it wells up on me, that pops back up, and it helps me realize it'll pass, and I'll enjoy myself / my time shortly. That's very nice. That is a very good phrase, I believe. And I'm glad that helped you. Wait, unless we're talking plums, then we're monsters. Are you gonna eat kangaroo? I asked about that last stream. I would like to, but I've heard that it's not super common. But then yesterday on Reddit, I heard that there is something called kangatarian, which are people who only eat kangaroo meat. If you bring him to the Asian market to introduce him to Asian plums IRL, I will never sub to you again. And you were like, sure. Well, I first mentioned to him, and he was just like, yeah. And fine. Okay, I'm not afraid of sharks. And I was like, you're supposed to say no. But this other one, I was more afraid. When I asked him, it was because I found this one where you get submerged fully in water, and there are sharks swimming above you, and stuff, and you're in like scuba gear. That would terrify me. I don't know if I'd be okay. This one is different in that you put on like a scuba suit, or like a wetsuit. That's what it's called. You put on a wetsuit, but you're like seated. You're above water. Half of you is in water. The other half of you is outside of the water. But you're with an instructor, and then the shark comes up, and you can like pat it and stuff. That I think is like doable because I'm not free walking in the water. It feels safer to me. I will probably die via shark though. You're gonna be in Australia. I know. I mean, like, I want to eat kangaroo. I'd like to. Kangaroo is pretty available. I'd like to eat it. That's terrible. Who would do that to a kangaroo? Apparently, kangaroos are sort of like pests. Like, there's a ton of kangaroo. I think that's actually why there are kangatarians. Is that there's so much that is like roadkill even, that they get turned into dog food and get processed into meat. Daz could probably confirm. We don't eat roadkill, but I've heard I've heard that's kind of like, that's a health hazard. That makes sense. But some of them are culled for for like consumption. Don't know too many pubs that'll cook it because it's not overly liked. It's a little tough compared to beef. That makes sense. Kangaroo is my favorite animal. I can't do it. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, that makes sense that it'd be a health hazard. There are 0 recorded incidents of a nurse shark killing a human. You have a better chance of winning the lottery than that? Until now. This nurse shark is gonna be hungry. And I'm gonna be the first recorded nurse shark death. Other numbers, etc. So wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, I've heard that it's like there's like so many that they have to be culled. But again, I could be wrong. It could just be anti-kangaroo propaganda. But anyway, all that to say, I'm sure the trip will go well, or it could go terribly. Who's to know? Who's to know which it will be? I am looking forward to it, but I'm also terrified. Just keep your extremities away from the bitey parts. Yeah, I will keep my hands like this. I will pat it like this, just in case. But then it might think I'm a seal or something. So I don't know. Maybe I should just fists. Just sort of tap it like this. Yeah, so who knows? Who knows? I'm sure there are parts of it that will be wonderful. And then I'm sure there are parts that I will be absolutely terrified to see their reaction and to see if they really want to be friends with me or if it was all a ruse and maybe I'm to blame. I think that's maybe part of it is I feel like I will be to blame, that I have tricked them into thinking that I am more likable than I am, which I think is the possibility because, again, I think they have only experienced me in a controlled environment where they can leave anytime they want, and that I am not in front of them, arms wide open asking for a hug. And you won't be eaten by a frilled neck lizard either. It's possible. How many recorded deaths have there been of frilled neck lizards? You know? Spoiler alert, it all goes fine. One could hope. One could hope. We'll see. We'll see. Again, we don't know. We don't know. There are plenty of people that don't like me. And there's plenty of people. I'll say this before I have to play ads, so that way there's nothing that can be really said after this, because I have to play ads in 30 seconds. But there is also, because there are quite a lot of people in my past who have been friends with me and then have realized, oh, I don't like Jet, and then they don't, and then we're not friends anymore, and that has happened many a time. And so it could happen again. It's happened enough times. Could happen again. All right, everybody, enjoy ads. On that note, we go BRB. BRB!
Take this pause to rejuvenate. Stand, stretch, hydrate. We will be back in just a few moments.
And welcome back, everybody. The ad timing. Yeah, that happens to everyone. It's happened more to me than one would imagine. Or maybe it's easy to imagine. I'm unsure. They are not venomous, and while their bite can hurt, you will survive and be fine. The lizards or the Aussies? Magical! Thank you so much for the $25 towards the trip. I appreciate it, especially after that conversation. Getting us closer to our Lego build stream. Very, very cool. We are, if we hit our next goal, we will do a Lego build stream. I'll probably get maybe some Animal Crossing Legos or something. And then after that, if we get to the next one, is the 10 episode podcast. That would be very fun. But thank you again for, where is it? For the $25 towards our goal. Very much appreciate it. But you know that's dangerous. Probably both, but the human mouth is super gross and you're probably more likely. That's actually fair. But you know, Magical, that it is dangerous. Very dangerous to do something like that, because sometimes when
Suddenly, things become quiet. Outside, trees rustle and sway. A breeze tugs at your hair as you feel the ground below you shake. Oh no.
Oh no?
You know what it is.
What is it?
A big gifter.
A big gifter? Madrigal! Thank you so much for the $25. Oh gosh, why is the frog huge? Thank you for the $25, getting us closer to our Australia stretch goals and our Lego build stream. That should be pretty fun. Never owned a Lego set before. No Legos in my life. Only Lincoln Logs. Only third-party bricks. But very much appreciated. Thank you so much. Getting us closer to our goal. Look at the generosity shooting out of the ground. Will we get there? Will we get there? We needed more. We needed more. But look at all these lasers shooting out from the ground. At least I didn't get hit. So close. You're so close. I believed in you. I believed in you. But thank you. Thank you again for the $25. I feel like there's a way. I don't know. I think I have heard that there's a way to spam faster, but I cannot confirm or deny that. But I've heard rumors of such things. But thank you again. I do very much appreciate it. Despite all my fears. Thank you. Phone is a lot tougher. I think it is easier to do it on a web browser from what I've heard. Because you can just do like if you press up on the directional pad, is that what it's called? Arrow keys. If you press up with the arrow keys, it already puts in chat your last message. So you can just like hit up and enter and just like spam it. But also I don't know what changed. Your bot called me out even though my name wasn't listed. Oh wait, was it? It shows up in really? In hold on. In Stream Elements your name showed up. And maybe, are you signed in to Stream Elements or something? Yeah, because it doesn't show. Yeah. Didn't used to. Maybe double check. Cause yeah, I'm looking at my like stream elements, activity feed, and yeah, it has your name. So it's magical. Maybe yeah. I don't know. Maybe it like just autofilled or something. I don't know. No Man's Sky. By the way, that's the new suit over there. It looks very cool. Voyagers. Assemble a completely custom starship piece by piece from a catalog of hundreds of possible modules and a variety of sci-fi aesthetics. Explore full creative choice over your Corvette's configuration and furnishings. Select and arrange every section of hull, every wing and peripheral, every internal corridor and bunk bed. Invite your friends on board and transport them across the universe, or step out of the pilot seat and walk around the interior of your ship as it autopilots to its destination. Take refuge in your Corvette, maximize its stats and potential, and fight back against the Sentinel Horde in a time-limited community expedition. The expedition is not live yet. There's my save. Anonymous!
Crikey.
Thank you for the $5 towards the trip, getting us closer. We are. It's fixed now. Okay. Was that you again? Well, thank you. 96. We are almost halfway. We have to be like what, 45%, 40-something% of the way there. That's just floating in the air. This was the settlement that I set up. That doesn't seem right. Let me do this and we'll go to a space station. I will admit to that one just because I needed to test it. Yeah, that's fair. Well, I figured since you said it's fixed now. But thank you so much for the $30. Very much appreciated. Okay. Let us fly up. What have I named this? Have I named it anything? Never? I don't think I named it that. But good. Also, is the music... general? Let's just put music... I'm gonna play music today. Instead. We can listen to some of the Cowboy Bebop soundtrack / some lo-fi remixes or lo-fi related Cowboy Bebop songs. Okay, so we need to go to the space station first. Like, the game audio seems really loud. Is that still very loud? Me also. How's the game audio? Is it too loud compared to the music? Or is it too quiet now? Okay, so now there are these 4 portals here. This is new. This is the new thing. So we have design and assemble Corvette starships. Refunded Corvette modules. Oh, this is where we can like store those, I think. That's nice. No Corvette docked for modification. Purchase modules. Purchase basic or trade advanced. Let's purchase some basic ones. Okay. So, what do we have here? Cockpit. This is all meat. This is the meat and potatoes. Neat. Love your character. Thank you. Yeah, this is my Gek. This is my little ice Gek. The cape is flying. He's a short little guy. And I like him. I like him. Okay, so let's see. We have Thunderbird class cockpit. Thunderbird, so Thunderbird stuff. Landing gear. I mean, I might as well buy everything. I have so much money. I never customized mine at all. Oh yeah, I love the Geks are my favorite. I like these little short kings. Okay, so different thrusters, reactor modules, weapon systems. I'm curious about that. Is it just purely cosmetic? Titan class landing bay, pyro drive booster, Arcadia S foils. We should buy everything.
Product received. Product received. Product received. Product received. Product
Okay.
received.
We have one of everything, though. And I'm also curious. Can I go to trade? So Ambassador, Thunderbird. Did I want Ambassador? Is that what I think so. So can I... Hold on. Ambassador, class... Oh, I can't trade any of the ones that I just bought. Okay. Okay. Makes sense. That would be kind of cheap. Oh, the owl. The owl one is nice. I need to get back into this. It is such a good game. I agree. So, okay. Menu. So, where do... maybe... Oh, I guess I need to put the body first. Do I have a body? No landing gear installed. No habitation module installed. No cockpit. No reactor installed. How do I... Like, because I can't put that there. What is the exterior decorations? What is this? Rounded window. Ooh. Okay, hold on. Do I need to... oh, maybe I start... Oh, you start... Okay, landing gear. We got landing gear. Okay. Then... Oh, look at that. A landing bay? That looks stupid. Oh. Okay. Oops. Also, I did see you can, like, store designs for later. So we'll make what we like our basic thing. And then we'll look for design. Like we'll look for some more pieces. Oh, you can put the guns on the side. That's actually kind of cool. And I only have one part. Right. Makes sense. I keep pressing circle. I need to do triangle. So can I, like, stack this Does it have to be? It probably needs to be attached to, like, maybe, hold on. If I do this. Yeah. You're like straight up like, oh yeah, look, that's so cool. Stop hitting circle. High energy shields. I don't know why I can't place. Oh, because I don't have any. Right. I'm making something that's just kind of terrible right now. I'm not really putting that much thought into it. Just kind of putting things down. Let's move this. Oh, because it's like the right side, so never mind. Okay. That's fine. Or what about if I put this down here and then there we go. This is a very, like, oh, can I just, like, camera inside, everybody? Dope. Okay. Argonaut winglet. Have I used all my pieces? No. Argonaut cowling. I don't know what that does necessarily, or where you would typically use this. Trying to make it not so lopsided. Super Cruise cowling. Oh, I don't have that. It confuses me because it turns like to color when you highlight over it. So I'm like, do I have this? I don't have it. Ducting outlet. Put that up top. Oh, and you can do windows. Right. Oh, that's gonna look cool. Paneled window. Can I put these anywhere? No, we don't have space. Okay, I think that's all the pieces I have. So we need to go. This looks like garbage, but that's okay. We need to go find more pieces. Oh, interesting that it shows up in your technology, the different parts that you use. It's a let's see, wait. I'm talking about the expanse ship. My brain is already turning. Yeah, I feel like, I mean, we might really be able to make a... Oh! We might really be able to make a, the Rocinante. Do you like other space games? Yes. Or at least like the concept of them. I don't know if I play too many, but this is one that I have the most hours in for sure. For a second, I forgot you were playing music. I thought they just straight up copied Cowboy Bebop. That would be amazing. If that's just what they did. But I love that you can just walk onto the ship. I'm really enjoying, I'm really chilling and watching you play this game. It's both really engaging and really relaxing. Oh, I'm glad you think so. So, okay. Also, while we're here, do we have salvageable scrap? I wonder if... Is this where I have my settlement? We'll go to this place. Because we might be able to find some more. So, okay, hold on. Oh, you can also... Okay, wait, hold on. You can furnish the interior with just, like, your base building parts. We'll get you into DSP. What is that? Please play this game every night around 1 a.m. my time, and I'm getting ready to go to bed. Dyson Sphere program. Yeah, I definitely have not played that. Starting tomorrow, there's going to be No Man's Sky drops, so we're going to be playing No Man's Sky for the next little bit. But okay, so we can actually. What's cool is we can just put stuff if we wanted. Oh, these are the different. Must attach to structure. Would you look at that? I wish I could lay down. Crew berth. So this is for. Oh, we could put. Oh, I need platinum and some hydraulic stuffs. Mission radar, living wall, refiner unit. Internal stairway. So you can stack things up. Oh, that's dope. That's cool. Okay. That'll be nice. What can I... Okay, so one I should get... Can I... Is that something I can craft? Hydraulic? Theoretically. Oh, actually I can. Okay, there's that. I'm honestly a little surprised we don't have any platinum anywhere? Question mark? Maybe in my other ship. I'll have to check. Or maybe I need to call in my freighter and then see. But okay, hold on. Let's see how this flies. Also, I have... It is a Gex-sized bed, isn't it? It doesn't have any of my, like, nice upgrades. So it's going to be pretty bad. But is this the planet that I said I was going to go to? No. We're going to Pazuzu. Factorio has done space stuff now, but not as fly anywhere. Fair. Oh, right. I can do this. Take me there. Okay. So, okay, hold on. If I... So while this is going, can I, like... How do I... What is the button to, leave pilot seat. Okay, so hold on. If I do this... Leave pilot suit and enable... Look at that. Okay, the cape is definitely freaking out. It doesn't know how to handle this yet. But look, we can actually... Oh, this is so neat. Can you use claimed Twitch drops on Steam Deck? Yes, you can. Okay, so they need to fix this bug to stop my clothes from flying. But actually so cool that you can, like... I want to sleep. Can I decorate while I'm here? I can't. It's my song. It's such a good song. Are we there? We there? Look how neat. Okay. So, what I want to do now is, there's apparently salvageable scrap here, and I believe that is where we can get some more parts. So we're gonna just kind of run around and, we're gonna run around and try to get more, what am I looking for? It's the gold ones. There we go. I think we can also get, like, fossils from these, I believe. but we need... hold on. I do like space games. If you like a narrative space game, the... What's it called? The... Space game. The Invincible is really good. It is like a walking sim narrative. Okay, we got fuel pods. And dirty gear. A turbine cowling. I need to turn the next one. Alright. So we're gonna get a whole bunch of parts. Even if we don't find the right parts, we can then trade those. Also, this is what, a planet I found a while back, and I love it. White grass, red trees. Big fan. Rockhopper wing module. High energy shield, 1 and 2. Structural gantry link. I would love to find the ambassador internals, but we could also trade for those. I added to my wish list. It does regularly go on sale, I believe. So, is that not where we just were? I feel like that's where we just were. Maybe I left a piece behind, but let's go a different direction. Let's take a look at yeah, The Invincible is very good. Really enjoyed it. Very well done. Good story. It has like a cool retro futurism vibe to it. Big fan. One. Hello. So this will pretty much be us today. Is mostly us getting ship modules. Outer Wilds. I do need to play that. Alex McBen was actually playing it. I've heard it's very good. And I've heard that. I've heard I really like it. So. Arcadia, Sublight, Thruster. That's it. Okay. Where is... Oh, this is one of my favorite Cowboy Bebop songs. I did not mark the next one. I don't see nothing. I like the lyrics. They are like, what's the word? Not oxymorons, but kind of. Like everything is just a little bit off. I enjoyed watching it, and I think it's something you would enjoy. It's relatively cozy, has some interesting puzzles, and a good story. Yeah, I've heard it has some good aha moments. A lot of people recommend it when I was looking for games like Return of the Obra Dinn. People were saying it was sort of listed as being different, but being one to play. I already own it. I've never played it. I got it on PlayStation Plus a long time ago. Okay. Keep going. Okay. More. This place has it has some, but it doesn't look like it's not as dense as some planets having this buried salvage. Oh. Take me there. Wish I could just play The Expanse while playing this. Something to sell. Did I get any ship parts? Yes. Ambassador class walkway. I wanted that. Argonaut fuel cover. One nice thing about ADHD, when enough time passes, I can play a game that I've already seen and not remember any of the specific solutions. It's like getting to play it as a first-time playthrough. That is nice. I'm usually... I'll usually remember things up to, like, then a few years. And then I can kind of play it again. Even though I will still remember, like, maybe part of the solution or something, or like how to get there, but oh, you know what? I didn't even change any of the colors of my ship. I didn't even take a look into that. I like just put the pieces and then was like, okay, we're done. But to be fair, I was just kind of like mashing parts together. There's one. I'm glad you get multiple parts. Also, there are you can find parts on like abandoned Corvettes, as well as apparently you can get parts in derelict freighters. And I forget where else. Hard frame diffuser, structural gantry link. Okay. It's the same with shows. When I scroll through the watch it again section, the majority of them I don't remember watching the first time unless it's something I've seen many times, but even then there will still be episodes of parts I have no recollection of. That's fair. I think like I think with, interestingly, I feel like with with TV and movies, I will tend to remember things more. But I'll definitely like I remember most of The Expanse, but there's definitely quite a, you know, there's just so much to it that it's just like, as it's coming up, I'll be like, oh wait, yes, I do remember this, but I feel like with games, it's more like I can. Oh. Once my backpack's almost full. I think they're gonna leave. But typically, I tend to let's try to get maybe one more. That's why I really like playing, like, if there's a game I'm interested in, I like, and it's like a multiplayer game, like, that's the direction we came from. I like playing, like who I play it with is a big deal to me, or If I watch a movie, like watching it with somebody is a big deal. And to me, it's like not the same if like if let's say if it's a game that is both multiplayer and single player, like if I play it first by myself and then play with someone, it's like not the same. But I'm weird like that. Also, this is probably my favorite Cowboy Bebop. It's so good. Where are you? Fun fact, a lot of the Cowboy Bebop songs are sung by the same lady, whose name I'm forgetting. But she is credited as multiple different people. Because she loved using, like, aliases. So, like, on the same album, it'll say, like, Amanda so-and-so, and then another song would be somebody else. They're both her.
Technology recharge.
Humming Pinion. Okay. Let us summon you. Door open? Hello? Is it because of you? Do I need him do I need to move you? Is that why? No? Hello? Let me onto my ship? Let me in! Oh. Wait. Let's just call it. Sometimes it's nice, but sometimes I wish that my ADH memory wasn't so bad. There we go. Oh? Yeah, that's fair. Oh, hello. Am I gonna take this guy with me? No, he stayed. Yeah, that's fair. Sometimes that can be helpful, though. Leave pilot seat. What is autopilot management? I wonder what that does. Yeah, they definitely need to fix the stuttering capes and stuff. It does not know how to handle... Oh, I wonder... When we're... like slowed. I'm curious about something. We can't decorate while we're here. Oh. Oh, you put storage stuff in here. That's neat. Okay, question. So yeah, you can just like be sitting here. Oh. 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 I feel like there's quite a bit of I'm surprised that I'm like drifting. Oh. Also, I'm noticing that my cold is going down. Like my cold protection. Let's get back on the ship if possible. All right. Oh. Okay, hold on. Oh, I don't. Okay, actually, not boosting, much easier. Except for now. Come on. Uh-oh. What's happening? Oh boy. I'm like not moving. Hold on. Let me
Technology recharge.
something's happening. I am slowly drifting away, and I can't change my direction anymore. Ruh-roh? Ruh-roh? I'm just sort of, free diving. I wonder where I'm going. Anywhere? Doesn't seem like it. I'm just sort of... I've lost control of myself. I wonder if I can, Oh. Oh, look at that. Wonderful. Let's get inside. Apparently I am good. I was in trouble. I was a little scared. Apparently you can summon it back to yourself. Same with object permanence. That applies to people too. I don't mean to be a bad friend, but if I don't interact with someone for a while, I forget that they exist. Yeah, I think I know plenty of people like that. I think Wivey has said that. He's quite like that. When you played Discounty, did you happen to notice... Oh, wait, I'm here. I didn't realize that we were just, like, right around the corner. Also, hold on. Switch. Is this my ship that I was using? Do we have platinum? Yes, we do. Let me put that in my freighter. So now... that's not right. Switch docked ship. Where? Oh, there it is. Okay. When you played Discounty, did you happen to notice the dialogue repeating at all? I've had the same conversation with... I know that, like, when you first talk to somebody, it plays a conversation every time. It's sort of like... I equate it to, like, an Animal Crossing. When you talk to an animal, they, like, will say sort of, like, an introductory phrase, and then you can, like, talk to them again to, like, give them an item or whatever. It's like that, I feel like. But yeah, so when you start talking to somebody, they have, I guess, like a few different, like, things they first say. But okay. So one, we can store stuff here. I wonder if we can... there's not a... That seems maybe broken, potentially. Okay. This is an exact same conversation on 4 different days. Like... Like... Like, they were story-based ones. Like, when I talk to any of the characters, they always go through some kind of spiel first before I'm able to, like, talk to them. And those, like, spiels have always been the same. Or, like, those seem to loop, for sure. Okay, purchase. Well, actually... Hold on. Modify. Let's get rid of some stuff. First. Ambassador class walkway. Okay, hold on. Actually... Nope. Continue modifying. We can make it longer, but what if I made something weird? Put that there. Powerful warp cell efficiency. Interesting. That's actually not. It felt story-based, but maybe not. It just seemed odd because it went on for so long. Maybe that's the issue, that it's not just a quick catch. Yeah, it's like, it'll be like multiple things. I just like speed through it every time. Goodness. Because yeah, they are actually surprisingly like longer conversations than probably one would hope. Now, okay, hold on. Apply edits for now. Unable to finalize because we have no stuff. Right. Oh, and I just realized you can flip parts. Okay. So there's not like a left and right. So thrusters. And yeah, it looks like the different thrusters actually do different things. Yeah, this is a very good song. Do we at least have everything? Yes, okay. I'm gonna go here. Or purchase, trade. Okay, can I? Unlikely. Dang, they're. Hey, they accepted it. I'll take it. So we have that ambassador. We have a hallway. We don't have the... Yeah, we have the ambassador class hallway. Ambassador class landing bay. %? No? Okay. How about, would you take, is that what I had? Okay, we need nicer stuff. Where's the, let's see if we can get the ambassador. Yeah. What is this? Structural gantry. Is that what I had? They drive a hard bargain. What if... No? Let's do 3. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, the songs are so good. Okay. Oh, ads are playing, my bad. Oops. I wonder if there are some pieces that we'd be able to find. Oh, we can get rid of that. This on. I wonder if we can find some pieces that would kind of make this rounder. Even if it's just like pure decoration. But we can do this. And put a stairwell inside. Makes me want to rewatch Cowboy Bebop. It's so good. Can I have 2? No. Or I can? You can have 2? Wild. I don't know why you would want to do that, but... That's all we got. Well, actually, no. Where is this? Okay. Turbine cowling. Okay, so you can flip that upside down, which is kind of neat. So let's put... Ooh. You could put that up in the front. I love that. Okay. Oh yeah, so colors. What do we have? Gloss finish, inverted gloss finish, weathered, metallic. So you can change actually like whether it's like if you choose this color, whether it's like white with orange accents or orange with white accents. That's pretty cool. No access way installed? No access way. Is that... Oh. Yes. Wait. There we go. I think it's bedtime for me. Thank you for the stream. Have a lovely end of your day. I hope, Makeda, you have a good night. Thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging. Who's your favorite character? I kind of love all of them. Okay, one, I like this interior so much better. Look how bright it is. I kind of love all of them. Ed is maybe, of the main cast, not my favorite. And Ein as well. I'm sort of take it or leave it, but I think Spike, Jet, and Faye all have their like. I really like their dynamic quite a bit. Yeah, look at this little. Look at this. Also, how dare they not let us sleep in there? Okay, so I now can have the refiner unit here. So I can refine things while we're going. If I wished. Metapod. So that's another bed. This is if I want to plant some stuff. Oh, is this, where do I want this? Neat. More silver. It's in my other ship. So, okay, you can put... You can put the different storage pods here. So I wonder if that means you can access like your, like all of your storage from this then? That would be really nice. And hold on. If I wanted. Is build camera? They do not have build camera, but if I wanted. You know. Just for funsies. Aliens apparently don't need... Oh my gosh. Is that in the way? Yeah, apparently you can't sleep in there, which is sad. I wish they would let you lie down. Yeah, I love that interior. I want to, I want to, wait, what is this? I need to store some of this. Oh, you know what? Hold on. We didn't see something here. We should check out the new, outfit. Does this take me... Nice, okay. Designing of the ship, is that new? Yeah, it is. No, it is entirely new. They've added, in the past, you can create ship parts, but you can't, like, customize it like that. You can choose different wing parts, and you can choose different, like... You can choose the basic parts, but they all go in their specified spots. This, you actually get to move, you know, the wings around and all that stuff, so that's entirely new. A space pine tree, exactly. Okay, hold on. Let me... Wait, yeah. I want to save. That's what I want to do. Overwrite this spot. Okay. So there's now the Skyborn... Oh, right. You guys can't see that. So this... gloves, Skyborn. Just want to see what this all looks like. Boots. Backpack. Actually, maybe we'll swap out our cape right now for this, because it's kind of like the cape is messing up. So maybe we'll for sure, if we go back to this, and then instead of the cape, let's go here. What does that change in? And save. Yeah, I think that'll be good. This honestly looks like a Death Stranding pack or something. The way it's like sitting on there. Lol. I love that you can just see my tree. On 4-day weekend, so sleep isn't a top priority. I may have to jump back into this. Yeah, this, I mean, it seems like a... Wait. Oh. Okay. So I can't move some of this stuff, right? I'm fairly positive that's broken. I'm pretty sure I should be able to move some of this stuff to the cache inventory. Otherwise, I don't know what that's for. Okay. I know, I should always know. I really want to see how terrible it is while we're flying. If it's just going to be in the way. Oh, but yeah, this is a new... Yes, this is our new cockpit. I wonder what it looks like. Hold on. Ooh. I like that it's like unobstructed. An unobstructed view. But I cannot leave seat during critical flight phases. There you go. Always like third person better. The door's open? Hold on. Maintain current flight path. Oh, go to the station. Oh, that's so... Oh, wow. You can just control it from here. Instead of having to go through... Hold on. If I leave... Can I control that right meow? Or was that? Or do I need to be seated? Looks like I need to be seated to control. I guess that makes sense. From like a logistics standpoint, to be the captain of the ship, you would need to. So it's just gonna take me there. Nice. Let me close the door. Okay. Maybe I should have closed the door when I like walked onto the ship. Yep, so I just have a tree on top of my ship. Don't mind that the door is open. Seems like a bad call. That's cool. I love that. So, I guess what I heard... If I exit the pilot, okay. By the way, can I? I wish I could summon. I wish there was like enough room so I could summon this and then ride off. But yes, this is the skydive now. I think it's ironic that like here the cape isn't going, but when we were like inside of the ship, it was like flapping over. Well, that's different. Yeah, is my ship just still up there? Oh, it is. How neat. Okay, let's look for some more parts again. Look for some more parts, and then we'll probably stop. But we'll be back tomorrow so we can earn the Twitch drops. Always like streaming No Man's Sky when there are drops going. Maybe we can do some more expanding and decorating. Where'd you get the motorcycle? You can get the motorcycle at the Anomaly. It's something you can unlock. And then you have to build the, like, the summoning station on, like, a base. And there are some, like, different things that you can install so that you can, like, summon it anywhere. But, it's like it's under unlockable base parts. I love the motorcycle. I think it's my favorite of the exo crafts. I think it's technically one of the fastest, unless that's changed. Like, you can get it to be the fastest. I've a rover type vehicle. Never saw. Yeah. So in those same like there's like a menu where you can get all the different exosuits up in the Anomaly, and this is one of them. I love it. I'm so glad they don't have, like, I'm glad they don't take damage. Otherwise, I'd be in trouble. I mean, I guess they do take damage if you're, like, in a battle. But it's not like they don't take, like, fall damage. Because you can just yeet it off a cliff and it's fine. Yeah, exactly. This is like the shocks that it has installed are incredible. Because yeah, this is ridiculous. I can't imagine what's going on inside the little like pod that we're in. I don't think this guy's gonna make it. Deflector shield. It is also nice, because they also did this with the fossils. It's nice that, like, if you're having trouble finding one that you're really wanting, you can, like, trade pieces. So it's nice that, like, even if I don't quite find what I'm looking for, as long as I get a bunch of extra stuff, I should be able to, you know, I might have to trade 3 items, but I should be able to get the pieces I want. Speedbird diffuser. I can't wait also to see what other people are building and how they've built them. Okay, that's it. Well, now I have to play again. I very much want that bike. Yeah, the bike is dope. even think I have like all the upgrades for it. Like I'm pretty sure I can get some that would make it faster. I just have like the basic stuff. Hello? And they can traverse almost near vertically. We love that. Let's get maybe like 2 more of these, and we'll stop. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. I think we're fine. I don't think it's gonna attack me. It's so fast. The rover is kind of slow. Yeah. Whoops. Yeah, I think. I've at some point. I don't know if this is still true. But I do believe at some point I remember reading people saying that the motorcycle, I forget what it's called. But they were saying that it's the fastest of the vehicles. It can also technically, like, if you go underwater, it will still move, albeit slowly. But like if you're traversing just a very small lake or something, you're fine. But yeah, it's very fast. It's just so bouncy also, and I have a little boost on it, and so anytime I'm about to like jump off of a little cliff, I'll push it, trying to get some more air. But yeah, it makes getting to destinations very fast if you're like trying to find certain materials or whatever. Highly recommend. Didn't realize I was still so far away. Our last one. And that way tomorrow we can start. Oh boy. Tomorrow we can start with maybe trading in some of this. Keep on developing our ship. I definitely want to look on Reddit to see what ships people have built. Oh. Into a cave. Where did my... Is this even reachable? I think... I guess so. Oh, it is, yeah. I was almost afraid like it was too far underground. We get Ambassador Wing Module. I like all the Ambassador stuff. I'm very curious to see what those would look like together. But does it save if I do this? No. Let me call in my ship. Oh, look at that landing gear. Probably needs more than one, I would imagine. There you go. And the door opened. We love that. So if I sit in here, jump out, restore point saved. Okay, good. So at least saved. But very cool. I love it. This is such a good, like, idea. But friends, that'll be it for us today. I just bought No Man's Sky on Steam since it's on sale. I've been playing on Switch, and the updates just don't always come out right away. Yeah, and on Steam, they always come out first. I'm playing on PlayStation, and for sure, they're always available on Steam first before I even get them. But friends, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for hanging out with me. Very much appreciate you all. We will be back tomorrow with more No Man's Sky. We will continue looking at the update. Hopefully the expedition starts very soon. Like if it starts Friday or something, that'd be nice. But before we go, let me give a couple thank yous out to Emmers for the 58 months resub. Thank you very much. Makeda for the 3-stream streak. Magical for the 9 months. Thank you so much. And for the 51 bits. And for those $30. I appreciate it. Thank you for the stream. Thank you for being here. I need to see those rewards first. For the expedition? Oh, I'll do them anyway. Book your plane ticket. And Des, thank you for the 5-stream streak. Looking forward to the drops. Yes. Must have drops. Must have drops. But friends, thank you for being here. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. And I will see you guys again tomorrow. Bye-bye.